For the cardio burst here, we can add a number of things. But just to make it very simple, we're going to do skaters. So you're going to reach across, and you're going to reach across. Across, across. So simple. This can be any cardio movement here. Next exercise is abdominals, okay? Knees bent. A little closer to you. So we always see crunches. Well, there's three main areas of the abdominals that we focus on during these workouts. The first is the rectus abdominis, okay? So that's flexion on a forward plane, anytime you move forward. The second is obliques, lateral flexion extension, moving sideways. And the third is the transverse abdominis, the corset muscle, anytime you rotate on the transverse plane. So we have forward, back, side to side rotation. In order to truly strengthen your core and your abdominals, you need to work it from each one of those planes. Question someone gave me the other day is, well, how come we don't go backwards at all? How come we don't train our lower back muscles? Most of us have overdeveloped lower back muscles. If you ever look at the lumbar muscles of a very overweight person, they are extraordinarily powerful and strong. Those are anti-gravity muscles that are holding that person's up all day. They got a big belly here, and they have these incredibly thick, well-toned, well-developed, overdeveloped back extensors. It's the other abdominal muscles we need to train. People say, why aren't there calves on this program? Why aren't there forearms, and why aren't there traps? These are all muscle groups that are already overdeveloped, just by nature of what we do through the course of the day. These are also muscles, because they're overdeveloped, if we continue to develop them, they lead to injuries. Overdeveloped calf muscles can lead to plantar fasciitis, Achilles tendonitis, and knee injuries. Overdeveloped trap muscles can lead to headaches, neck injuries, and shoulder injuries. And overdeveloped forearms can lead to severe tendinitises and carpal tunnel syndrome. So we avoid certain exercises and muscle groups that are not necessary to our clients' goals. And by the way, what's the #1 reason that people exercise?
Weight loss.
Yes. To look better and feel good as quickly and safely as possible. But #2 is to look good and feel good as quickly and safely as possible, all the way to number 100. When people say they're working out to be healthy, that's up there. Not even in the top 20 though. So this next exercise is going to be on the forward plane. It's focusing on the rectus abdominis, the six-pack muscles in the front. And this is a reverse abdominal crunch. And I picked a reverse abdominal crunch because so much has been done with an upper body crunch. Keeping your hands on the ground, all we're going to do is the opposite of a regular crunch. Instead of bringing your upper body up towards your lower body, we're going to curl your lower body in towards your upper body. So keeping your heels as close as you can to your butt, your toes pointed down. I want you to try and bring your knees in towards your chest. Bring it all the way in. Bring your butt right off the ground, right in. Good. And back down halfway and back in again. You can keep your hands there to stabilize your body. Yep. Good. And back in right away. Boom. So when I snap, don't go lower. Good. So I'm limiting the range of motion because when you go deeper than that, if she brings her feet closer to the floor, you're activating your hip flexors, your iliopsoas, and you're compromising your lower back, and your abdominals stop working. Your abdominals only work when you're going from the 90-degree position in towards your chest. The modifier on this would be a double crunch. So hands behind your head, like you're doing a regular crunch. Okay? And so not only are we going to bring your knees in towards your chest, but now we're going to bring your chest in towards your knees. You're going to fold your body in half, okay? Try that. Boom, 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 boom. Good. In fact, everyone looks fit and strong today. Why don't we just call this a double crunch anyways? Everybody's going to be doing a double crunch, all right? One thing you want to avoid is flapping the elbows. It's an abdominal motion. You don't want to bring in some extra momentum by swinging your upper body muscles to help you, okay? Let's just all start off stationary jog. So let's warm up the bodies a little bit, okay? The idea behind a warm-up is, anybody?
Prepare the body to work it.
Prepare it for the workout. Heart rate up. So what does that do? What are the benefits of a warm-up?
Raise the heart rate, get the body warm, start sweating.
Reduction of injury, #1, right? Bring blood flow and heat to the joints. Hormones. Release the hormones that make our body release energy, fat, adrenaline, catecholamines, blunt pain, okay? It separates us psychologically from whatever's happened to us earlier in the day. We left work, we had a stressful day. As soon as the music starts, our body starts moving, things change a little bit. Right into skipping rope. It's really important to me to keep the exercises simple and not intimidating to anybody. If you want to do something that's really interesting from a cardio perspective, you can do a Brazilian something class. This is all about looking good and feeling good as quickly and safely as possible, okay? Right into jumping jacks. You can move at your own pace. There's no right, there's no wrong. You can also add some self-modifiers. So when we're skipping rope, as I said, you can do side to side, forward and back, all kinds. You can pretend you're doing the, when we're doing the jumping jacks, you have your own variation on the jumping jacks, okay? Standing still, we're gonna go right into a box. Reach. Now notice, when you box, really what this is, to me, is about warming up your core. Warming up your shoulders, warming up your triceps, loosening up your shoulder blades. Head stays straight. Chest rotates, so every time you punch, good. My body turns. My chest turns. My hips don't. Hips stay still, and look, I'm reaching across. My chest is facing right, then left. You can move fast, slow. Last one coming up. For me also a great way to warm the abdominals up. You're gonna bring your knee across to your chest. Good. Warming up the body, crossing planes, getting coordination going. Yep, bringing across, in, good. Perfect. Those of you starting off on the resistance stations, get into position for your resistance movements, all right? We're gonna do, call it 25 repetitions. 25 repetitions. You ready? On the count of 3. Now cardio people, you can get going right away. Skipping rope, skaters, jumping jacks, and you're just gonna have to keep going until your friends at the resistance stations are done their 25 reps. Well done. Good, always looking up, look at the ceiling. Perfect technique. Great, one more. Well done. And sliding counterclockwise. Counterclockwise to the next station. Get all set. Thank you. So you'll notice what we're doing right now is a combination of resistance training with cardio. So even though it's resistance training and we're getting the body sculpting, body toning benefits of resistance training, we don't stop. And your heart rate's elevated the whole time. This is about efficiency. Let's go. Skip it up with some energy. Move some energy. That's right. Those are good jumping jacks. Great back row, focusing on the rhomboids, squeezing them up every single time. The other thing is the human body works in circles, in arcs, right? Training your rhomboids, training the muscles of the upper chest is very, very important. You have freedom. You can do it with a barbell. You can do barbell rows. But what's great, I noticed with you, and you did a great job of it, is you actually are moving with somewhat of an arc. You're going around your body on the way up, which allows your shoulder blades to circumduct, which is great work. Everybody will have done each of the stations once, right? Yep. The idea is that we'd repeat this circuit 3 times. 3 times we would repeat the circuit. And you're huffing and puffing and you're sweating and your body's aching. We end off on phase 5, which is our cardio cool down. From these, right into across the body. Bring them right in, feel your transverse abdominis, your rectus abdominis every time, squeeze. Like a little crunch. Perfect. Keep going. Yep. Jogging in place. High knees. Bring those knees up to your waist level every time. Pump your upper body. This was really easy. Everyone was coordinated. Thank you. Thank you very much. So you get the idea. That was 1/3 of the workout.